Yo, what's up, Uchiha Clan? It's your boy Sasuke back with another video. Guys, this is a recap on my Abyss Actor deck list. This is the current Abyss Actor variant that I'm playing at the moment. And guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, I love the way that this runs. I just wish I had the necessary cards that I need for this deck. Which I will be saying which cards I do need for the deck, and you guys will understand what I need. First and foremost, I want to give two shoutouts today during this video. Number one, I want to give a huge shout out to George again for getting me all the shit that I need, though he's freaking pressuring me on that. I am hoping to get all the shit that he said, all the cards that he claims that he has for me, like, soon, I hope. But yeah, that's that. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to my girlfriend Arakashi for being there for me. She says she has a surprise for me. I don't know what the surprise is, though I'm literally anticipating it in so many ways. And guys, when you guys notice that when you guys see that I have a different mat, this is actually my mat that I actually have right now, the Slifer the Sky Dragon one. I use this one because I don't have a new one. I need a new one. Preferably with the link zones and all that, and everything, all the zones fitting into the actual mat itself without anything hanging out. If anyone could hook me up with that, let me know down in the comments down below. I literally need a good mat, or just a plain mat with Supreme King Zark as the background or something. So either way, guys, let's get into this. Well, actually, I need two new mats. Actually, one for Pendulum, one for the Pendulum era, and one for Link era. Supreme King Zark with the mat with Supreme King Zark custom made, rubber and stuff. That one with the pendulum zones and all that, and then the Link one with I do believe Firewall Dragon. If anyone can get me those two mats, they will have literally a huge shout out, and I will literally air them on my channel, given the necessary steps for that. So either way, let's begin because I don't want to make this too long. Because as you guys know, I'm not good at keeping time, and of course, I am like literally running out of battery as we speak. So let's begin. First and foremost, you always want to have 3 of your Wild Hope. A lot of people tend to run them at 2, and personal preference, but this is your main card that you always want to pop. Destroy him, you get an extra search for an Abyss Actor monster, whether in the scale or in the monster zone, which this card, always having it at 3, is always a really good idea. The next of the 3 ofs that we run, this is a bit of a staple. Well, this is actually meant for this deck, but it's also a staple in every Pendulum deck. Yes, we are talking about Curtain Raiser. Curtain Raiser here, my fellow duelists. This card, Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser, is free Electromite token. Free Electromite material. Literally. Place him in your scale, you have no cards on the field. Effect special, while he's the only monster on the field, he gets a boosted attack of his original attack, so he gets to be 2200 attack. Not only that, but this card actually allows you to recycle your Abyss Actor monsters. By having him on the field, you can easily just send one Abyss script from your deck to the grave, just to add an Abyss Actor monster back from the grave. Back from your extra deck to your hand. So that is actually a very good effect, because you can actually use this card's effect by say your opponent had popped this card, right? You had a dead hand to begin with, but your opponent had popped this card. During that turn effect, add this card to your hand. Next turn, your turn, place him in the scale, special effect, mill 1, add this one, normal, Link, Electromite, say plus out like your other Pendulum scales, you end up going off on a hard combo. There's so many ways to use that, and it's just all so good. Like, it's just so good, you can't deny it. Next card that we run at 3, this is not the boss monster of the deck. I will be showing the boss monster of the deck, which I believe is the boss. But this is, of course, an actual card that you always need at 3, which is Abyss Actor Leading Lady. With Leading Lady, essentially, when she's destroyed, you get to set 1 Abyss Script spell card from your deck. And not only that, but get this. Sorry guys, I got a notification. Either way, but get this. It's when in the monster zone, if it's destroyed, When any or in a small zone once per turn, when battle damage is inflicted to any player, you can target one monster on your opponent's field. It loses attack equal to the damage equal to that battle damage. So say your opponent had say you had dealt your opponent 3,000% damage by piercing battle damage, right? Well, then effect, while it's on the main zone, they lose that. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I got a message from the beautiful Arakashi. Okay. Guys, if you haven't already seen the second to the last video I did, it was actually a live stream with Arakashi. I suggest you guys go see that real fast. Either way, continue with this video. Also, while this card's on the field, any battle damage you take, well, in your Pendulum Zone, any battle damage you take, you get to add an Abyss Actor Pendulum monster, add one face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand with attack less than or equal to that damage. Very good. Also, you get to drain your opponent's attack points based on the damage you took. So, to be honest, guys, it's actually very, very good. Next, and the last of the three ofs that we run in this deck is the boss monster, your Abyss Actor Superstar. Superstar is essentially good. Okay, so Abyss Actor Superstar is essentially good because of the fact that with Superstar, once normal or special summoned, your opponent cannot activate spells or trap cards or activate any effects. Any spell or trap card and effects cannot be, any spell traps and effects cannot be activated. Also, once per turn, you can set one Abyss Script spell card from your deck, but send it to the graveyard during the end phase. You never really want to have this card in your Pendulum Scale. Never. You always want to use this card as Xyz material. Always. That's your main thing to do. Unless you use it as Synchro material, but then again, we only run 2 level 1 tuners, which I'll get into that in a bit. Continuing with the Abyss Actor lineup, with the 1-ofs, we do run 1 extras. Extras is extremely easy when it's normal summon or special summon. You can tribute this card. Tribute this card. Place 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your deck to in your Pendulum Zone. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters except Abyss Actor monsters, nor activate the Pendulum effect of Abyss Actor Extras. You can only use this effect of Abyss Actor Extras once per turn. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Either way, also, its Pendulum effect is if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your Pendulum Zone. You can only use this effect of Abyss Actor Extras once per turn. So that actually does help out in so many ways, guys. Ooh. Hold on, guys, I'm sorry about this. And of course, Guys, I'm so scared at the moment. I'm sorry. Either way, continuing, we have one comedian. We only use comedian for the pendulum scale. Its effect is not really needed whatsoever. One comic relief, because comic relief, well, let's just say that comic relief with its ability, you can actually target one Abyss Actor pendulum monster you control and one monster your opponent controls, switch control of both monsters, then destroy this card. You can only use this effect of comic relief once per turn. Also, you take no battle damage from attacks involving this card once per turn during the standby phase. Give control of this card to your opponent. Once per turn, if you control this face-up card, change. If control of this face-up card changes, activate this effect. The owner of this card, it can destroy one set Abyss script spell in their spell and trap zone. Of course, Trinity Understudy. The only reason why we're using a Trinity Understudy is actually because Trinity Understudy is a scale 8, and also when you pendulum summon a monster, you can add one face-up level 8, 1 or 8 pendulum monster, Abyss Actor pendulum monster from your X deck to your hand. Also, sorry about the blurriness, guys. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it at the moment. Also, when this card, like, if you have 2 Abyss Actors cards in your pendulum zones, you can tribute this card, special summon 1 or 8 Abyss Actor pendulum monster from your hand, or face up from your field, or face up from your X deck. Sorry. Ugh. You can only use this effect of Abyss Actor pendulum. Trinity Understudy once per turn. We do have a Sassy Rookie only for stalling and at the same time for destroying your opponent's level 4 or lower monsters that they control. One Mellow Madonna, which we actually need 2 more of. Essentially, this card is extremely good. Pendulum effect, take 1,000. I'm gonna summarize it as fast as I can. Take pendulum effect, take 1,000. Search an Abyss Actor monster. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Abyss Actors. Also, well, this is something new. Okay, when a pendulum monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can special summon this card from your hand. If an Abyss Actor spell card or effect is activated, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower Abyss Actor monster from your deck, but return it to the hand during the end phase. We do run one Evil Heal mainly because it is actually there, because it actually helps out tremendously. And that's actually the entire Abyss Actor lineup. I don't even know how many Abyss Actors that is. For the non-Abyss Actor monsters, we actually do run, and this is the last of the monster lineup, we run 2 Gate Supreme King Gate 0 only because we actually need it for like, it's also a scale 0. That's the only reason why we run this card. And also for Xyz material. For the tuners, we only run DD Orthros because it's a pendulum monster, so you're able to pendulum summon it back and also special summon it if you take any kind of damage, effect, or battle. And then 2 effect veilers, mainly because they're hand traps. I want to take out the 2 effect veilers and put in 2 Ash Blossom. If I could do that, or if anyone can help me with that, I'd be so grateful to them. And that's actually the entire monster lineup. That is a lot of monsters. Continuing with the spell lineup, for the 3 ofs, we actually run 3 Abyss Script, Rise of the Abyss King. This card is extremely good because you get to destroy cards face up cards. You can target face up cards on the field up to the number of attack equal to the number of attack position Abyss Actor monsters on the field with different names. You control destroy them. Of course, if you control a level 7 or higher monster, this effect cannot be negated. A level 7 or higher Abyss Actor monster, my bad. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. If this set card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, add up to 2 Abyss Actor cards or Abyss Scripts spell cards with different names from your deck to your hand. That's extremely good. Then the last of the 3 ofs for the Abyss Scripts at the moment are 3 Abyss Stainment. Abyss Stainment is extremely good because it helps you recycle your Abyss Scripts from your graveyard by attributing Abyss Actor Pendulum monster, an Abyss Actor Pendulum monster. Also, you can use this effect twice per turn. But at the same time, its effect is exactly like all the other Abyss Scripts. If this card is set in its owner's possession and is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you control a face-up, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you get to spam the field with Abyss Actors. That's the 3 ofs. Going into the 1 ofs of the Abyss Scripts, we have 1 Opening Ceremony for life gain and for hand draw. 1 Abyss Script Romantic Terror, mainly because if we need to, we could return 1 Pendulum monster if it's 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster if it's in the wrong place, and then special summon 1 from the extra deck in defense with a different name of the original. Also, if this card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can set any number of Abyss Script spells directly from your deck. You can only use Romantic Terror once per turn. That is literally all of the Abyss Scripts. I do believe we only run 4 different Abyss Scripts, but 2 are at the level of 3 and 2 are at 1. We are running 2 of the field spell, which I do need 1 more of the field spell, which is Abyss Playhouse Fantastic Theater. By this card's effect, you get to reveal 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster and 1 Abyss Script spell from your hand. Add 1 Abyss Script spell from your deck to your hand with a different name than that of the revealed spell. While you control a Pendulum Summon monster, a Pendulum Summon Abyss Actor monster, any monster effect activated by your opponent becomes destroy one set spell or trap card your opponent controls. You can only use each effect of Abyss Playhouse Fantastic Theater once per turn. That is a really, really nifty effect, and you cannot deny that this card will literally does change the game for Abyss Actors, which I only need 1 more of. We are running a semi-limited card, which is, of course, Terraforming. We only run it so we can actually search out our Fantastic Theater quicker, in case we don't pull it in our opening hand and we end up pulling a Terraforming, so that actually does help out. For draw power, we do run 3 Allure of Darknesses, essentially an essential for all of the Abyss Actor Pendulum. Essential for all dark decks. Just draw 2, banish 1 dark monster. You don't have a dark monster? Okay. Send your entire hand to the graveyard. Which I'm actually thinking about trading this out for Pendulum Holt once that card actually comes out to the TCG. And of course, for Destruction, which I literally need to switch out, we do have Hey Tornade. I'm literally considering taking this card out and throwing in a Raigeki. but that's actually that. That's all for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck, shall we? For the links, we do run one Proxy Dragon. I really need to get rid of this card and throw in a Wee Witch's Apprentice, because that will actually help out this deck a lot. We do have Heavy Metal Full Electromite. The reason why we're running Electromite is because, duh, it's a Pendulum deck. Zephyr Metaltron for opening up more space on the on our boards. One Supreme King Dragon Darkworm, because we are running level 4 Dark Pendulum monsters, and of course this card allows me to just like drain my opponent's attack down to 0. 2 Odd Eyes Absolute Dragons for negation of attack. Thunder Charger, but this is only a staple. I'm currently trying to get rid of Thunder Charger so I can throw in either Saryuja Dread Skull, Borolo Dragon, or Borosword Dragon. Number 11 Big Eye for taking my opponent's monsters. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon for burn damage and protection. Odd Eyes Meteor Burst because it's a part of the Odd Eyes thing. And besides, I can easily, I'll be able to synchro summon this card like nothing. For bringing out my Pendulum Scales. Supreme King Dragon Clearwing for board clearance. Ignister Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer for, of course, board clearance. Bilzius of the Diabolic Dragons, mainly for protection. Odd Eyes Vortex for negation. And then, of course, Odd Eyes Venom for OTKs. That's all for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. If you haven't already done so, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified of every video I upload every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I'll see you guys back here next time.